Better get somebody else.
Oh, wait, okay, right. All right.
Bow our heads. Dear gracious Heavenly Father, God, we thank you so much for this and another day. Lord, we're so grateful, Lord, for all the wonderful blessings, Lord, that you bestowed upon us today. Lord, the ones that we thought about, Lord, and the ones that we not even gave thought to today, Lord. God, we come together, Lord, asking that you bless this meeting, Lord. Bless it, Lord, with unity, Lord. Bless it, Lord, with just an all-around goal to headquarters, Lord. I pray, God, now and ask that you bless everyone in attendance. I ask what all things you, dear gracious Heavenly name. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, it's Monday, March 20th, 5 p.m., and I'm calling the Corbin City Commission Board of Commissioners meeting to order with a roll call, please.
Moore. Here. Shepherd. Baker.
Here.
Gamble.
Here.
Rasmus.
Here, first on the agenda is to approve the February bills for payment.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Moore.
Yes.
Baker.
Yes.
Gamble.
Yes.
Rasmus.
Yes. Approve the minutes from the March 9th special called meeting.
Make a motion.
Second.
Baker.
Yes.
Gamble.
Yes.
Moore.
Yes.
Rasmus.
Yes. Take action on placement of NAILOX boxes based on the request from the Whitley County Health Department during the January 17th, 2023 meeting. Just entertain a motion. Have we talked about that? Okay.
Absolutely, I think it's a really great program that the health department is installing here, so motion to take action on the placement of the NAILOX boxes.
Second.
Gamble.
No.
Moore.
Yes.
Baker.
Yes.
Rasmus.
Yes. Tax refunds to the following: EA Homes LLC, 200 Allison Boulevard, 2022, Bill 901 for $224.09. Partial refund due to their property being part of a moratorium. I assume that's the 25-year, or the moratorium, what is that? Do you know?
15 years,
Oh, 15 years
yes.
for
They
a
do
property that's,
If they've done the improvements and within a year like they're supposed to, then it stays at the assessment at the current time.
okay. I figured since that was
It
the
was-
only moratorium we have, but I just
Yeah.
wanted to double check.
It was
Okay.
missed this year and he raised it and forgot it
Okay.
wasn't on his list, but yes.
Okay, all right, and then Pamela Jane Robertson, 304 Beatty Avenue, 2021, Bill 2933 for $130.38. 2022, Bill 2956 for $126.36. She was eligible for the homestead exemption. Can I have a motion to approve these tax refunds?
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Moore.
Yes.
Baker.
Yes.
Gamble.
Yes.
Rasmus.
Yes. Hire Jonathan Woolard as full-time employee at the recycling center.
It's a recommendation from Tom. He's a seasonal employee and he needs somebody over there full-time.
Alright, motion to hire Jonathan Woolard as full-time employee at the recycling center.
Second.
Baker.
Yes.
Gamble.
Yes.
Moore.
Yes.
Rasmus.
Yes. Authorize city manager to advertise for bids for fiscal year 2024.
It's our laptop, health insurance, everything.
Phones, gravel, tipping fees.
Yes. Dumping fees, everything else.
I need that in a motion.
Make a motion to authorize city manager to advertise for bids for fiscal year 2024.
Second.
Gamble.
Yes.
Moore.
Yes.
Baker.
Yes.
Rasmus.
Yes. Authorize city attorney to take action on the demolition of 200 Hatfield Street.
Is that motion?
Second.
Moore,
Yes.
Baker,
Yes.
Gamble,
Yes.
Rasmus,
Yes. Discuss and take action on the creation of board applications. All right, so I put this on here because, one of the things I'm not so good at is keeping up with the numerous boards that the city has and that are under my responsibility to keep filled. And a lot of times I continue to reappoint people. I don't even know if they still wanna be on the board. I don't know whether they, live in the city limits anymore. I don't know anything. So Tori found this really awesome thing that the city of Paducah does, where they actually have an application, a request for appointment to boards and commissions application. So this actually, they can come in, they can say whether they're interested in, say, hang on a minute, planning and zoning, board of adjustments, CIDC, which is the Industrial Development Board, the Historic Preservation Board, the Tree Board, City Utilities. See, we've got all of these different boards, and people will come up to me on the street and go, you know, I would really like to be on this board. And I'll go, awesome. And then I'll wander off, and then like 3 weeks later, I'll go, who was that? And what board was that? And then I forget, and so that's why I wanna do it this way. So I have several boards that have open appointments, and I would love for the newspapers to cover that if you're interested in serving on one of the boards that we have, and Tori can give all of those, including Cumberland Valley Ads Ethics Board, I need an ethics board member to be appointed that I haven't done yet. To please come and get an application from Tori and fill it out, and by next month, I'm gonna fill a bunch of boards. So, is everybody good with that? It just seems like a fair way to do it, and a lot of boards, like tourism, there are some stipulations, like the way that the board is set up, like 4 have to be hotel, or 3? 3 have to own a hotel or manage a hotel, or, you know, be appointed by the hotel person or whatever, and, one's a mayor appointee, one's a chamber appointee, restaurant,
and one more mayor.
okay. So, anyway, so then, see, I've got 2 on tourism board. So if anybody's interested, you can fill this out, and then it has qualifications, you know, like why you're interested in serving on it, your work experience, volunteer experience, training relevant to the choices.
Like a job application.
Kind of, because these boards are important, you know, and it's, they're all important in their own way. So, and we've counted on a lot of people for a long time, and these are very good people that work on these boards. I don't know whether they want to do it anymore. For all I know, I'm reappointing people and they're going, oh my gosh, I've got 4 more years on this board, you know? So I'd like to know if they wanna continue or not. So, do we need that in a form of a motion to do that? Okay.
Mayor, it will be on our Facebook, City of Corbin Facebook, and it will be on the website also.
Thank you, that's awesome.
Okay, I'll set the motion to create the board applications process.
There you go.
Second.
Baker,
Yes.
Gamble,
Yes.
Moore,
Yes.
Rasmus,
Yes. All right, so next is the city manager's report.
I have 2 things, Mayor. I have a recommendation for myself that we move the meeting dates on Martin Luther King Day and President Day to the following Monday each year, instead of having to do special meetings. I guess Bob, where he don't have to conflict when he's meeting with the fiscal court, right?
Appreciate that.
You're welcome. Me and Tori said we're gonna try to be nicer to you.
And with it not being a special called meeting, we can have, we can have open discussion about whatever needs to, be discussed.
I think what, amend the ordinance, you have to send it to me, okay? Just go ahead and mark it up and send it to me, all right, council?
So, we do need this in a motion to change the ordinance to reflect that our regular called meetings in January and February will be on the fourth Monday of the month, and the rest of the year, they will be on the third Monday of the month.
I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Is that motion?
Second.
Gamble,
Yes.
Moore,
Yes.
Baker,
Yes.
Rasmus,
Yes.
Then also I have a proposal from ATS Construction for the blacktopping of Miller Park. The way I was up there today, pretty well, come May, everything will be ready to open it up. But that roadway, which has been like that for several years, that road needs to be blacktopped again. I talked with Todd Greer and met with one of his guys this morning. They're gonna honor the price that they gave us last year. This would be phase one. The second phase would be striping and everything like that, and that'd be later.
What do you mean by everything like that?
The striping and the curbing and everything there. They did price that to me. And there's a possibility we could do that ourselves too, so. But it's in your reports here for your city department heads. It'd be my recommendation. We had talked about it last year, it'd be my recommendation that we do a line of credit and pay for it that way.
Kind of. So if we don't do it now, you know the price is gonna go up. That's
They
my
were
biggest
opening-
concern.
Yes, they're opening the plants in about 2 weeks, he said, and it will go up.
I hate that that wasn't part of the initial bid.
Well, we took it out, if you remember, at that time.
Trying to value engineer it.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, how do y'all feel about it?
Well, so if I'm understanding it correctly, the options are pay a lot of money right now, wait a few years and pay even more money then, or just ignore it forever.
Well, if you drove up there right now, you would, it's hard to ignore it, because you'll bottom out in some places.
Whenever my oldest son was doing some of the baseball practice a few years ago, yeah, it was terrible then, and it's not gotten any better, I'm sure.
Marlon, how much is it?
It's 180.
189.
180, it's back there on your reports, 189, 800.
I'm interested in getting Miller Park open as soon as possible.
This is part of the process. Like I said, we're hoping to open by May 1st. Everything will be said and done.
And I'm all in favor of going ahead and getting this cost out of the way now, rather than paying more in the future, to be able to have the community be able to utilize this amazing park.
You and I both, because it needs to be over.
Ready to play pickleball.
Marlon, are all of the contract terms, are these all the same with the exception of the final one quote is good for 30 days beyond the date of this quote letter?
Yes.
Does anybody else have any other questions about it, concerns?
We are very lucky they're honoring the price, because the gentleman that quoted it is no longer there, and Todd Greer told me he would honor that price.
Is it this section right here? It's all, those, yes, all through here as well, or just, okay.
Correct me if I'm,
Go ahead.
sorry, correct me if I'm wrong though, if we don't take action on this and get it done now, will tour buses be able to enter the parking lot safely?
No.
Okay, that's yet another reason.
It just, I mean, it stinks, but it is what it is.
We've got a beautiful place that'll be
Yeah.
done, and then to come in there and
Yeah.
look like been there 25 years, which it has. We need to replace it.
And how does this compare, oh, I'm sorry, also,
No, go.
one last question. How does this compare to the original quote, or the original budget, I should say?
That's what we budgeted for last year, but we just took it off the.
Do we need a motion?
Yes.
Motion,
We need a motion to do a line of credit.
We already have a line of credit.
We do, but still, we'll just cover the
To
bases.
access the line of
Yes.
credit to pay for, right, Bob?
Yes.
Pay for the park.
Okay. So set motion to access the current line of credit to pay for the proposal to
Blacktop.
blacktop the parking lot at Miller Park.
Second.
Moore,
Yes.
Baker,
Yes.
Gamble,
Yes.
Rasmus,
Yes. Let's get that baby paid off as
We're
quickly
gonna work it
as
through the
possible.
I plan on,
All right.
that's all I have.
Is that it? Okay. All right, we've got some department heads here this evening. Does anybody got anything to,
Watch your mom get up.
here comes Rusty.
I've just got a couple things. We have 2 applicants, left that are ready for, interviews. I'll get with the city manager, to set those up. I should know something here in the next week or 2, when they'll be available. The second thing is, the first of the month, we were finally able to get our in-house clinician in place. She started the first of the month. Her name's Eliza Clance. She's a certified drug and alcohol counselor, and she's been able to go out on a couple of mental health calls with the guys already. She's getting settled in and doing some ride-alongs right now, but things are going good.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Finally.
Yeah.
Well, I had the opportunity to meet her. I was very impressed and really excited to have her as part of our ongoing efforts.
It's also a testament to you two, Rusty, for implementing this in our department. It's very forward-thinking
Thank you.
and will change a lot of lives.
All right, is that it?
Yep.
Thanks, Rusty. Barry?
I just got one thing, I'd like to have y'all's permission to, get a couple of sets of rescue tools on surplus so we can sell them they're obsolete and we've got new ones now that's come with our new truck. And I'd like to have y'all's permission to sell those.
Sure. All right, we need a motion to
To declare them surplus.
declare them surplus. And to-
How you gonna dispose of them?
We're gonna sell them, we got
Bids?
bids, yeah.
Okay, I bid.
Okay, so declare,
Two
fire
sets of-
department,
2 sets of rescue
Two s-
tools,
okay, 2 sets of rescue tools, declare them surplus, and then
take bids on them.
take bids for sell,
Sell at the highest bid.
sell to the hospital.
Right.
Highest and best bid.
Yeah.
That will also, the stabilization jack, don't you have to put that on there too? It's on there. You've got a set of 4 set stabilization.
Yeah, we got
Stabilization.
2 sets of rescue tools and 1 set of, rescue jacks, a 4 set of rescue jacks. I can give you all the paperwork on it. I just-
Okay, so, and rescue checks,
Yeah.
okay. All right, does anybody wanna give me that motion as presented? You don't have to repeat that.
Same motion.
Okay.
And the last thing I
Second.
got,
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
you
wait,
got
let
all-
us take that,
Yeah.
yeah.
Baker,
Yes.
Gamble,
Okay.
Yes.
Moore,
Yes.
Rasmus.
Yes,
Last thing I got, I sent the mayor and Marlon some pictures that was sent to me today from Southeast Apparatus. They're working on our truck, they should have it done within the next week or 2. They're striping it and lettering it and all that now. If they wanna show you the pictures, it's looking really nice, so.
and hopefully we'll have a big reveal
Yep, we're going to.
soon. Do we have that date?
Not yet.
Okay.
We're trying to get the final payment paid to them and then we're gonna do it, so.
They're not gonna release
Yeah.
it. Just kidding. Scott?
It was brought to my attention by Susie, those accounts that you wanna move. Cumberland Valley National Bank has a
Oh,
Premier
right.
checking account, that's, 3.5%. So they want to move the Corbin Center project.
That was Marla's fault.
They wanna move the Corbin Center project account that we have at Hometown Bank over to Cumberland Valley National Bank into this account. And then I also spoke to Marlon about our Exposition Center account is already at Cumberland Valley. So we basically just wanna move it into this Premier checking because the interest is higher.
3.5% is,
Yes.
Yes.
With the amount of money that we have, they've got like a tiered project, and with the amount of money we have in both of those accounts, it will be 3.5%.
that's awesome.
So I just need you all to approve to move the one from Hometown over to Cumberland Valley. The signers being Susie, myself, and Robin, as usual, 2 signers required. And then moving the one that's already at Cumberland Valley just to this Premier checking, because it's at the same bank.
That motion as presented?
Second.
Gamble,
Yes.
Moore,
Yes.
Baker,
Yes.
Rasmus,
Yes. Christie? Are you hiding?
Well, I will bring up something.
Actually, I wanted to bring up, I don't know how we like make amendments to like ordinances or whatever, but, Marlon, what was that thing that they sent me, that Melissa sent me the other day about the advertising? The past 3.
Offside from.
So
We're
for, several events, people know now that a lot of people are gonna come up. We're having really big issues about people bringing large U-Hauls and things like that that are wrapped with their advertisements and sitting it right in the first parking space at the top of the hill. And the ordinance that stands now is very contradictory as far as what I can do and what I can't do. So if there's anything that we can do to make some rule where like, unless they have permission from me that they can't.
No
have-
vehicles allowed on the premises unless they are a patron to the event.
Well, that's
Part of the
where-
problem
That's part of the problem.
Part of the problem, that is happening too, and then they're saying, well, I'm here with whatever event's going on, and she checks with the people that are hosting the event, and no, they're not. And they're bringing box trucks, one guy brought an RV up there.
Yeah, you
With a
called me
big
on
for sale sign
Saturday,
on
didn't
it.
you?
Right. It
Yeah,
took up like
yeah,
4
you called
parking
me on
spaces.
Saturday night.
And the thing is that they're very aggressive whenever, very aggressive about it. They have not been
We'll work
nice.
something out.
Yeah.
we'll work something up
Laura and I get together with the counselor over there and see what we can do.
Right.
And I did send my budget request today, and I put a couple employee things in there. Okay, so I do wanna I'll discuss it with Marlon first before I do that, because I do need a full-time person in the box office in addition to Chelsea. But besides that, we've had 30,000 tickets, come through our doors in the past 3 weeks, so we're still going. I haven't had much of a break, so I've had 2 days off in the past 30 days, so, I'm not totally there to like, say anything brilliant, but,
You did get Rivers down announced today, which is.
yes, we did announce Rivers down. I've got a bunch more announces. I tried to kind of get through our craziness, and then if you haven't heard, in addition to 13th Region, I know this is a big story that's gonna be out. We are bringing the Class A state championship here next year from Richmond, so, we got.
Good job, Esty. Good job. All right, we'll get some, Bob they'll figure something out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd like to make the off-premise advertising, let's up the fine on it too.
A what?
Let's up the fine on it too for other places throughout the city where it just looks really bad. When people put a lot of signs out.
And I get those, I'll take those
What is it?
yard signs, but they put them up like during 13th region. You know, all that money goes towards the school,
Right.
every bit of advertising. And so when people come and sit stuff
And
up
do
there
stuff
and
like
they're
that.
not paying for it,
Right.
it's a disservice to the school or to whoever is there for the sponsorship.
Right.
Because I'm not the one getting those sponsorships, it's whoever is promoting the event
Absolutely.
or the school. So
Absolutely.
I have people, I'll take up the yard sign, I go and just pull up all the yard signs, I don't
Right.
care about that, but it's really hard for me to move a giant RV or U-Haul,
Truck.
so.
Right.
I'll get with Bob, we'll take care of it.
All right. Tom, how's
Good,
recycling?
thank you.
Everything good? All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Bruce, do you have anything?
No, just, I get you, the only thing, I would want to include the Corbin Center lot on there as well, because we've had that happen a couple of times. I'm sure you'll make it inclusive.
Yeah, cause when I kick them out, they go down to the gravel parking lot
Yeah.
where the
Right, then they'll
hotel's
be in
gonna
the
go.
theater next.
We've had those
Yeah,
blacktop-
no, seriously though, they, I mean, they
Just
do.
pull in your parking lot.
Great.
And we just, one other thing, we just, recently advertised, I talked about our pad ready site, we're advertising for that, I hope to have, those bids in by the end of the, I think, third of April.
Awesome.
And so we'll be starting on that, and I gave you the update last time, so that's.
Awesome. Thank you, Bruce. Maggie, what's going on in tourism?
Well, it's a super exciting and fun week in the city of Corbin. It is Restaurant Week. So we have 11 restaurants participating in Restaurant Week. And Restaurant Week is really about restaurants being able to come up with their own culinary creation that showcase their talent. So really excited to have so many locally owned and operated restaurants participating. Certainly for lunch or dinner, if you're so inclined, pop in and check out their special. What makes this week so significant this year is that the Corbin Tourism Office partnered with World Food Championship this year, and Restaurant Week is one of the qualifying events. So we will have 7 certified judges independently judging this week to send 1 winner to compete in the chef category in Dallas, Texas in November. So really, really excited about that. We've been staying busy, you know, spring is upon us. Not this past weekend before, we were in Cincinnati at the Heartland Travel Showcase, interacting and having appointments with tour bus industry buyers, as we call them. So we are the suppliers. We met with the buyers and worked to promote the region as a tour bus destination. This weekend I'll be in Atlanta at the Travel and Adventure Show to promote Corbin as the next vacation destination for the major metropolitan area. And I'm not gonna give anything away or say too much, but I did want to let you all know that I'm having very good conversations with KFC Corporate and Global about the Finger Lickin' Musical. And so that conversation is moving forward. It's not been a, screeching halt or a stop, and they seem amenable, so we'll continue that dialogue, and I will update you all as necessary.
Awesome. And then the farmer's market, it's gotta build a wall now.
Yeah, so, this morning, the board approved $59,000 to replace, the failing retaining wall. So at this point, the project's probably on par conservatively to be done by August. So we're at almost $700,000 investment on the pavilion project, so.
Well, it's gonna be fabulous when it gets done, and it sounds like it'll be safe now as well, so.
For sure, and certainly wanna thank the commissioners that sit on the tourism board for their support
Absolutely.
and moving that project forward as they see the need and the benefit to the citizens of Corbin.
So is the wall, is it the one by the buildings, or is it the one behind Times Tribune?
It's the brick wall behind the Times Tribune.
That wall, okay.
Yeah, we did it, you don't know, I guess, when you start digging 4 foot of soil,
Sure.
out of a property, what's gonna end up happening, and the wall has just failed. I mean, it's getting ready to come down.
Thank you.
Okay. I think, do we have a guest today? Would you, no? Just here to. Okay.
She's
All
one
right.
of my best customers, by the way. She comes to all of our shows.
Thank
Her and her
you.
husband come to all of our shows.
We appreciate that very much. All right, does anybody have anything, any of the commissioners have anything y'all want to bring up?
The only thing I would like to bring up would be if we could go ahead and vote for one of the board appointments. I know you prefer to use this, but the library board does need to re-up somebody because they were supposed to be re-upped a couple months ago, and they just sort of let it lapse. But that's Chris Campbell and Walt Pennington, and the Chris would be the one that would be approved. If we could go ahead and vote for that, and I'll need to disqualify myself from the vote.
Okay, so would he not be able to, just like any of these other ones, can I not just do it next month?
He could, theoretically. The problem we're running into is he can't currently vote or do anything because he's technically lapsed.
He stays in place until he's reappointed.
He's stayed in place, but he can't do anything according to the bylaws.
Bylaws, all right.
Something different.
Okay, I recommend, so, Chris Campbell, all right. I would like to recommend Chris Campbell to the library board. I need that in the form of a motion.
Said motion.
Second?
Moore,
Yes.
Gamble,
Yes.
Rasmus,
Yes.
Did you put him down as disqualified?
All right, so, sure. I haven't seen your bylaws. That makes sense. You need somebody that can vote, so. And we'll get this straightened out by next month. I'm gonna be ready. All right, so anybody have anything else that they would like to bring up? If not, I need a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Baker,
Yes.
Gamble,
Yes.
Moore,
Yes.
Rasmus.
Yes. All right, it's 5 o'clock. Call to order the special called meeting of the Corbin City Commission, March 9th, 5 p.m. with a roll call, please.
Moore,
Here.
Shepherd.
Here.
Baker,
Here.
Gamble,
Here.
Rasmus.
Here. First on the agenda is to approve the minutes from the February 21st special called meeting. I need a motion.
Said motion. Second motion.
Moore,
Yes.
Shepherd.
Yes.
Baker,
Yes.
Gamble,
Yes.
Rasmus.
Yes. Executive session pursuant to KR. Yes, sir.
You mentioned something on the minutes. At that last meeting, there was discussion on the road changes, and you had a petition. I think that petition should be submitted into the minutes too, because you referred to it, and it was a petition to the city. So that needs to be presented. You do that.
All right. Executive session pursuant to KRS 618110B to discuss the future sale of real property and take action as a result thereof, which may include the approval to sell a portion of the Corbin Center property and approve an agreement of purchase and sale related thereto and open an account for the funds produced by the sale. I'll need a motion to go into executive session.
Is that motion?
Second.
Shepherd,
Yes.
Baker,
Yes.
Gamble,
Yes.
Moore,
Yes.
Rasmus.
Yes.